Hi, this is Mike Esch. You may be looking for my tips on how to shop for a home online video. This is a prologue that I added to help you to safely get real live MLS listings in the area that you're looking. Click on the link in the description to get an immediate list of recently reduced listings in your area. And if you enter your contact info, you'll be contacted by a licensed realtor to set up a specific search and or get you access to the MLS. I'm giving away the secrets in my video. It's coming up in a few seconds. A lot of things have changed over the years when it comes to shopping for a home. The internet is the biggest reason for that. But like everything on the internet, there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. Hi, I'm Mike Esch. I've helped hundreds of people buy homes as their mortgage lender. But today we're not talking about mortgages. I'm in a unique position to experience and observe the entire process. So I'm going to share that perspective with you. Now, back in the day, if you were shopping for a home, about the only way to do it was to rely on a realtor to scour their big paperback multiple listing book and find you a list of homes to go look at. I remember those days. It was time consuming. Nowadays, you can find a list of homes for sale all by yourself on your computer or on your phone. And you don't even have to be actually shopping. Anyone can do it, even if they're just curious. Now that sounds normal, right? Typical improvement of the internet age. Well, like everything, like social media, for example, it's good and it's bad. So let me explain. So you're sitting on your couch and you recall a recent conversation about owning a home or a TV commercial, or you remember seeing a for sale sign and you decide, hey, let's go online and see what's for sale in the area. So you use a search engine or you go to one of the real estate sites you've heard of and you see some homes and browse some pictures and get an idea of asking prices and so forth. So far, so good. Well, where's the dark side? Well, I remember when the internet was a place where you went to get information that was freely shared by people and institutions who wanted to share information. Now it's about selling things, not the least of which is information about who is visiting what website. You don't even have to click on things anymore thanks to cookies. So, are you familiar with robocalls? Are they not the scourge of society? Well, you get robocalls most likely because someone got your number from something you visited online that told them that you were a likely prospect for whatever. So you say, what's your point? I'm not giving up the internet. You get used to it. Well, the point is, it's not even good information. It's clickbait. Those real estate sites do not have the most recent information. They get the information secondhand from the MLS. The houses may already be sold. That foreclosure that you're looking at may not even be on the market for another year or so. But they don't care. They exist to sell your information to multiple realtors and myriad lenders who will start calling you. So this is really my point. What you need is first-hand information. Access to the MLS, the multiple listing. The same organization that used to print out that old book for my realtor, that book is now web-based and accessible to realtors. So yes, we still need realtors. A good realtor can get you access to the MLS or send you the latest listings as they come out. Sort of the same way they did it back in the day, by fax or by hand. So I'm not expecting you to avoid the internet or even suggesting it. I'm recommending that you get away from the commercial lead generation types of site as soon as possible to minimize your exposure to spam and maximize the quality of the information that you're getting. And that sounds like the way to use the web, right? Okay, so now we've got to find a realtor to get us on the MLS. Now, if you had good experience with a previous realtor, great. If you have a recommendation from a friend, great. If you hit it off with one of the realtors that called you after you went online, fine. But here's a side note that could save you pain. If you have a recommendation from a family member that you use a relative, find as sweet of a way as possible to say no. Just say no. Let me put it this way. The number one rule to me of choosing an online store that I've never used before is their return policy. You need a realtor with a return policy. In other words, one that you can fire if it doesn't work out. You can't fire a relative without horrible collateral damage. So believe me, this is probably one of the most important things I'm sharing with you. So now you've got a realtor and you've given them your criteria and they're sending you everything that hits the MLS the moment it shows up. Stop running back to that old girlfriend. What? That old online real estate site with the second-rate information. We've already established that. You've got the real thing. What do you want with that? Well, I saw this house online that she didn't send me. Okay, well, then either that house does not fit your criteria, or it's not currently on the market, or maybe it's for sale by owner. Now, let's break down the elements of that last statement. Either trust your criteria or loosen them so that more houses show up on your list, such as expand your area or require fewer bedrooms, etc. As far as being on the market, trust the MLS. Their info is the most current. That house may have just gone pending, sold already. And it's like I said earlier, foreclosed homes show up on those sites because there's data showing that they were foreclosed. That doesn't mean that their new owner, the bank, has put them on the market yet, or will for some time. There are redemption periods to consider, as well as their plans to make repairs or whatever. It can be years. If they're not on the MLS, they're not for sale. And regarding for sale by owner, that's a pretty specific exception. FSBOs will not be on the MLS. If you're not getting enough choices from your MLS search, you may consider doing a Google search for FSBOs in specific zip codes. And most realtors will help you negotiate a sale by owner. That should be all you need to know to have a better experience. Here's the highlights. 1. Do your initial shopping from the MLS, not some secondhand sources. By 2, choosing the right realtor that can give you access and isn't a relative. Number 3, set the right search criteria and trust them. Here's where I might add one small mortgage-related note. You're going to need a pre-approval before most realtors will show you homes. Do it as early in the process as you can. If you're buying in Michigan or Florida, call me. I'd love to help. Otherwise, check out my How to Choose a Mortgage Lender video on YouTube. Happy house hunting.